want to take just a quick minute to thank the university for inviting me to be on stage here tonight. And I only have 7 minutes with you, so since my program is only 6 minutes, I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce you to my USD family. My wife Shelby, who is here in the audience right now, is class of 94. I'm Vince, class of 95, and our daughter Viviana, our youngest daughter, who's also in the audience tonight, is class of 2024. And our daughter Isabella, who is an RN, she's a pediatric nurse in Kansas City. We hope that she'll maybe make it back for the DNP program here at the university. All right, on with the show. Have you ever had a moment in your life where everything felt like it just got turned upside down? That happened to me. I was in my 3rd season of playing professional football in Europe. On my way back from Italy, in between seasons, my father passed away from a 4-year battle with Alzheimer's. He was only 62. Not only that, I didn't even get to say goodbye. He died before my plane landed. So I packed up all that grief and guilt from my father's passing, along with the stress of being a new husband and a new father, into this perfect little ball, and just buried it as deep as it could go. Reluctantly, I decided it was time to move on from the football dream and take on responsibility, or whatever that meant. Over the next 16 years, I mastered stoicism for this international business career, never showing weakness or getting vulnerable, actually just being a chameleon in just about every situation. Years of pretending, nothing happened, just caused me to completely lose myself. I was no longer that 22-year-old me, and it was exhausting. I found that, excuse me, I'm sorry. I found that more authentic choices could have been made during this process. And as I moved through that career, it was really a challenge for me. I found that Richard Branson said it best: if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure if you want to take it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. Sometimes it's difficult to take a risk. Sometimes the risk isn't even all that great. It's just something that we feel like we can't achieve, or it just takes us out of our comfort zone. So fast forward to 2012, I was given a life-changing opportunity to be on a reality television show called The Moment that aired on USA Network. The show explored what it would be like for me to coach football again, because that career path got derailed. I don't know what compelled me this one night to fill out an application for a reality TV show. I believe the universe led me there because I needed a long, hard look in the mirror. Over the next week or so, some intense filming that took place on the campus of the University of Notre Dame. I faced some pretty serious challenges that caused me to, like I said, look in the mirror. From learning an offense in a day to coach a team that I'd never even met before, to having to deal with my father's death and the resentment of following a different path. As I had this experience, I had the biggest challenge of all. I'm standing at the edge of the cliff, faced with burying my soul in front of a camera. Well, as a result of the show, the university actually offered me a job, a 6-month shot at making a difference, making an impact in South Bend, Indiana. Well, here came another challenge. So I found myself standing at the edge again, right? I had to convince my 2 business partners to let me take a hiatus from the company and still pay me. I did that. Not sure how I did that, but I did that. And it was the experience of a lifetime that I would literally do all over again in a heartbeat. Now, as for my 6 months at Notre Dame, I'm not really one to sit around. So I made a simple promise to myself to maximize the opportunity no matter what. So as a result, I met a few people along the way, from Sam Weish to Kurt Warner to Father Ted Hesper, Charlie Ebersol, Condoleezza Rice, Brian Kelly, Doug Flutie, and yes, even Rudy. I also met a lot of other people and forged lifelong friendships as a result. You know, I made an impact in a very short amount of time. And I found that the way I was able to do that was literally saying yes to everything. So I followed through on that promise that I made to myself to maximize the opportunity. I found that the skills that I had mastered over the last decade actually transferred to this new environment. I felt like I could do anything. I actually left Notre Dame totally fulfilled. I'm most proud of connecting the football program with the Center for the Homeless in South Bend. And every year they renovate a room for an incoming family and still do more than 8, almost 9 years later. Now, it caused some serious self-reflection, of course. Some much needed self-development. And it was absolutely life-changing. Now, I found myself at that edge of the cliff again. Reentry was going to be very, very difficult as I came back from the university. So somehow I realized, you know what, I'm very happy being an entrepreneur. I'm very happy being a business leader, just not in the scenario I was in at the time. So now I found myself having to convince my partners to cancel my contract, and I'd have to sell my shares back to them, having never done that before. Well, I managed to do that too. Again, don't ask me how, but somehow I managed to do that as well. I started my own business practice, a consulting practice, and I started coaching small business owners. And that move led to another opportunity for me. I invested in one of my clients. Making that investment was another risk that I was ready to take. Now I've been the president of that company for the last 5 years. We've acquired 2 other businesses and totally turned the company around, making it ripe for a significant exit. You know, what's interesting is there's no shortage of opportunities in life, right? So when you find yourself standing at the edge, like I was, take a step back and enjoy the view for a moment before you're ready to take that leap of faith. But what I can tell you is that taking that risk, right? Taking that risk on yourself, finding fulfillment from personal achievement, the learning experience alone of following a path of your own choosing is completely worth the risk. I bet on myself time and time again. So you have to ask yourself, are you ready to start betting on yourself? And I want you to ask yourself, this is what I'm going to leave you with. Are you ready to start saying yes? Start saying yes more often. And take those opportunities when they're standing right in front of you. Thank you.